This is the e.l.f. Jumbo Eyeshadow Stick. This one is in Little Miss Thing. Oh, now it'll show up. This I use as a sort of a primer or a base for eyeshadow, and also as a color because it does have a pretty bold pigment in it. You can, it's sold as an eyeshadow. It's sold as like an all-over eyeshadow stick, but it doesn't really work well for that. After about an hour, it'll crease and get kind of nasty if you wear it just by itself, but this is a fucking fantastic primer for eyeshadow, and it also gives a bit of shimmer and some color on its own. So this is a fantastic trick. This product from e.l.f. runs without a sale $2, $1 or $2. It may be $2. Let's go with $2. This is $2 by itself. And as you can see, it does offer some shade on its own. But my trick is, because it's all cheap makeup and it isn't gonna last or perform very well, you know, after a while, put eyeshadow on over it. Maybe I should have had my eyeshadow out first. Let's just go with, let's go with this one. This is also e.l.f. This is Beachy. When I purchased Beachy, I thought Beachy was almost a lavender. That is not at all the case. This is like a cobalt blue, completely out of focus. Let's go with this one for right now. I'm going to use one of my nasty old brushes. I keep a brush set aside specifically for using over this primer because it is goopy and gets stuck. So I marked up my brush with red ink, and it's kind of gross. It's a little dried out now, but yeah, this thing is gross. So if we put this on, oh, I have a little bit of the primer over here. If we put this on by itself, granted this is a small amount. I've been punched. Okay, this is a pretty significant amount of eyeshadow here. And in this corner I don't have any primer or the eyeshadow stick. You can see what color that is. God, hopefully. Anyway, when I get that off there, when I use my goopy stick, so let's just goop that on there. Oh my God, look at that. Can you see that color? Yeah, I bet even you can in the camera there. Look at that. And it's mixing in a bit, so this eyeshadow that isn't really naturally shimmering like you can see over here, it has this amazing, almost creamy effect to it. And this is going to last until I take it off. Wow, that was not a good choice of color. Ooh, I look bad. But that's not the purpose of this video. This is not about looking pretty. Thank God. This is about how crazy this primer is. Yeah, blah, blah, just like any eyeshadow primer. But it also offers a color. If you mess it up, or if you miss, you still have this shade here. And I will actually use a couple different colors. I've got, I think, 3 or 4 of them. I've got the Little Miss Thing, which is, it isn't exactly this peach color. It isn't really a natural color. It's more of a golden coppery shimmer. I've also got a really nice light highlighter called French Lace. See if you can get a view of that. I use this as my definition up here on the top a lot. And then I'll put a nice white over it, or like a really pale, and it will stay all day. I mean, honestly, until I wash it off. And it adds a lot of shimmer underneath. And I also use it underneath here, so that my powder under here sticks a lot. And you know, with this, since there is some shimmer, and it is a very light color, this French lace, I can use the full thickness of it, also on the inside of the eye. So I've also got this gorgeous, this is called Rock Out. It's one of my favorites. Let's see. I'll just put this up here. This is not where you would put this color, but this is a gorgeous, almost gunmetal, little bit coppery. Maybe I should be doing this on the back of my hand, but I'm not. And I forgot I also have a black. And I've also finally got this. Is called and is dark. And this one I'm just gonna put on my hand because this is bold. Can you see that? I mean, imagine pairing this. Oh my gosh, I should do that. Imagine pairing this with that dark cobalt blue. I mean, you would be visible for miles. This is just gorgeous, and it's nice and thick. It's nice and creamy, and it smudges really well. I mean, look at that. You can't even tell that there were ever two lines there. See how this blends in? I mean, you can make it just disappear into your other colors. See how it gets down in? Oh, come on. Really? No? Aww. Anyway, it'll get down into the creases and cracks in your hand, but you just cover it up with a powder and it will not do that. I've got a white here that or a pale, you know, that I'm just going to put over the top just to show you how it sticks. I mean, all this does is really enhance any color of eyeshadow. It will also make it a little more difficult to blend once you put your powder on. So if you plan on doing a nice smudgy blended look, you'll either want to do that with a really, excuse me, soft brush and just smooth it in that way to mix the powders, or you'll want to plan ahead before you put the primer on. I look like a clown. This is amazing. Hey, there you are. Wow, that is sexy. Check out my eyeshadows. Or, you know, go into this knowing that you want, I mean, you could do layered stripes or anything that you want. So yeah, this is one of my tricks. I'm going to end this here. The excellent, $1 or $2, I'll put it in the blog, whether, I think it's $2, jumbo eyeshadow stick from e.l.f. These are one of my sweetest, cheap ass makeup. Is better and longer lasting than any expensive makeup you will ever wear. Tricks. And there you have it. Good night, I love you guys.